it sunk in, mate? Why? Because I know it didn't last long.
Yeah, not really, Benny. Still in a little bit of disbelief. I guess I'm just extremely humbled and honoured and grateful that the club gave me the opportunity 10 years ago now. So, it's pretty surreal.
Look at the names. The names are alongside, mate. You look at the names are alongside, mate. Boss. That must make you feel really, really proud to be there second all time.
Yeah, definitely. Those guys are absolute legends of the club. Kevin Murray, Michael Voss. To be even up next to those guys is pretty special and humbling, definitely.
You won 4 in a row. It was almost, Dayne Zorko time. This one seems like it almost means more. Maybe is that?
Not means more, but competition.
Yeah, I guess. They're always extremely. I guess it's hard to replicate consistency for a long period of time, and I guess as I've gotten older, you find it a little bit more difficult, and you've got such a great young crop of players coming through. We've got a Brownlow medalist now in our team. As I said, Hugh McCluggage, Zach Bailey, Jared Lyons. There's so many great, talented players in our team at the moment. But to be able to play at a consistent level over a number of years, I think is probably what I've been most proud at. You always question yourself, and I'm sure even the greatest of players have questioned themselves over the journey, whether they can still do it. And to be able to still do it at a really high level is probably something I'm really proud of.
You obviously had some problems with your body last year. Did you think you'd be able to, obviously the later it happens in your career, from the outside it looks more difficult to come back from. Did you think you'd get back to this level?
I probably did, last year, although I was playing in a lot of pain, I guess it built a lot of mental resilience, and I understand what my body could do and what it couldn't do. And I guess this year, being able to have a longer pre-season for myself, and I guess the staff looked after me really well over the break. I came into the season quite optimistic and confident that I would be able to play some really good football. So the fact that I was able to do that and sustain that, and I guess towards the back half of the year, I was probably playing some of my absolute best football that I probably have ever played. So I'll take a lot of confidence out of that hopefully I'll be able to replicate that similar plan as what we were able to do this year.
One of the things you've really grown in over the last couple of years is your leadership on the field, around the club. Is it you want the job again next year, maybe? Putting your hand up for that vote for captain again?
It's a bit early for that, isn't it, Mark? I can't see why not. That's something that us as a playing group will sit down and talk about. We've got some great leaders coming through, Harris, Hugh. There's a number of candidates there as well. So if that's what best fits the team, to me to go on again as captain next year, then I'm sure me, Fags, and the leaders will have a chat about that. But obviously, I love representing this club and representing a bunch of players that are so committed to the cause and wanting to get better and wanting to improve every session. So it certainly makes the job as captain a hell of a lot easier when you've got so many guys buying in like that.
It's fair to say the last 2 years at the awards night, there was sort of a sense of joy at what you've been able to achieve, and there was, okay, next year will be better. Last night had a bit of a different feel. It was almost not anger, but just frustration you didn't achieve what you wanted, and there was a lot more drive. There's a lot more drive for next year. Is that the feeling around the group? Is a missed opportunity, and that'll push you further next year?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's probably a really good way of putting it. Faye sort of mentioned in his speeches last night, 2019 we probably snuck up on a lot of teams. 2020 we're fortunate enough to play a lot of football in Queensland, but this year we did it under a fair bit of adversity. We had a lot of players missing. We had a lot of young players come in and play a fantastic role for us and got an opportunity at AFL level. And when we got there, we thought we were in probably the best shape that we'd probably been over those 3 years. So I guess to be knocked out by the 2 grand final teams again is a little bit bitter. But But at the same time, I think we understand that we are really close, and when we can get our full list back and nice and healthy, and another year under Fags' game plan, and another year of that camaraderie and trust that you build in each other's games, I think that will certainly hold us in good stead, and I hope that's the key driver for us.
Dayne, is it tough? Like, you lost them by like a point, and they were going to smash Port Adelaide. I'm guessing that you guys thought could have, you would have done like the sort of same thing. How sort of tough is that?
Yeah, obviously watching the game, the Bulldogs were, they were red hot the other night, weren't they? Well, I guess that's what that allows. Our final system's a little bit different. It allows teams that get a bit of a momentum to keep rolling, and that's probably something that we were hoping that we would get. Unfortunately, we fell short, but credit to the Dogs. They've done it under a fair bit of scrutiny this year as well, with a lot of injuries as well, so good on them.
Put yourself in the list management shoes over the next few weeks with the trade period coming up. What does the club need to sort of, do you need a backup ruckman for Oscar? Do you need another key forward to help out the guys? What do you think you need?
Yeah, I think what we're doing at the moment is we're creating a lot of depth in our team, in our squad. As I said, we've been able to debut a few players this year, and our younger crop have had a fair stint at AFL level, which is great. And we've got those guys that have been injured throughout the year to come back in. So obviously with Grant retiring, we're probably going to have to look at somewhere around that half back line, and there's no doubt Fags and DD and the footy department will have a good hard look at where we need to keep building that depth and create that competition for spots to give ourselves the best chance when we get to, the business end of the year.
Have you thought about how much longer you want to play for?
10 years, Fish. Not really. Yeah, what is it, 2032? You see the building, see the Gabba get redone. Nah, not really, mate. Obviously, when you get to my age, it's just contracts all come in ones, but that's totally fine. I mean, that's just the nature of the beast, to be honest. But as long as I keep contributing to the team in a positive way, and keep helping out our players in the leadership aspect and in the development aspect, I think there's no reason why I can't play a few more.